The last series of the day here at the BTS Pro Series Season 12 SCA with Execration versus TNC. And now Bok is getting slowed up. Palos ready with the sidekick, already dealt the early damage. And there we go. The cancel onto the Starbreaker. Bok is in big trouble. Abeng's going to have to finish him off by himself. And will maybe get the damage. The impetus spear. Now Carlo coming into mid. There's the Fisher stun on Bob. The toss avalanche combo. Yahweh's tree runs out and Bob might just kill him here. But the raindrops is going to be there. Bob on the high ground dodges a right click. Waning Rift is available. He goes to the low ground. Misses on the high ground. Abeng's going to be here. And there's the tip coming in. Still not dying. And now Abeng with the right click from the low ground finishes him off. What is he building?
Mid lane.
Is he going for orchids? Well, they're fighting against Yahweh under the tower. Palos making a rotation with the Furion.
Yeah, and that was Bok's first Solar Guardian, and he just gets cancelled by the Nyx Carapace. It does not feel good at all.
Mavis gets stunned up by Shanks. Bob's coming in, waiting Rift there for the silence, and the orb is ready for the last hit. Yahweh gets the toss on the Furion. Furion does have a javelin ready.
Have 3 space to farm, and look now even. The Naga is just getting contested in the jungle.
The hunt, Bob has a coil in 2 seconds. Chris is very dead by the looks of it. He has nowhere to go. Coil's going to be there. He can't even pop it to break it. So the coil with the orb is going to be killing him. The Shaker standing on the edge. And on the other side, there's Mavis for the silence as they finish off one. Bob still pretty healthy looking right now. Orb to the other direction and he's out. So they just got themselves 2 kills for Execration. Palos is here though. Unleash is popped. But do you have the movement speed to catch Chris? Yes, he does. Phase Boots is too strong right now. Solar Guardian is going to be coming in as well. Fighting against Palos is 3 of TNC. And Palos may have gone a bit too far. Tino looking for the teleport away. Does get silenced by Mavis. And he will stay a little bit longer. But here is Bob. He's just playing absolutely out of his mind once again with the quick rotation on the haste rune to find the DP. Tino is trying to kite him away. Shanks is there as well. Bob for the kill. He sees Bok, but can he go for the coil? He does come out of the tree line from the orb.
Yeah, everywhere TNC shows, he's just there.
Carapace on the Bok coil coming out. That's 1400 HP you need to burst through. So making some pretty slow work here right now. He's down a half HP. Another orb is available, and I believe it all pays off because the perseverance from Execration yet again leads into another kill. Bob is 304. Carlo looking for the stun. Dodges the fissure. At least the pump. Bob is going to get hit by the silence and the stun. And Yahweh coming in. The toss is there. And the waning rift to safety. The siphon. Tree dodge. Mavis with another and almost makes his way out. But Mavis gets this revenge kill. Now Crazy bottom has to answer Tino's push with the treants. And Abeng can't do much to help him out. TPs are coming in. The Dawnbreaker is showing him as well as Tino gets slapped to the ground with the hammer.
Finally something going TNC's way. They get both Tino and Bob on the puck, but Palos is not done yet.
He's not kidding at all. Cancels the Dawn Starbreaker, and Chris, no song leveled up. He's maxed out everything. Shanks with Abeng finishes off the tower. They force Chris away. Shanks is hunting Bok. Will probably kill him, but they have found themselves a puck. So that's a good catch here. Yahweh able to get the toss and the avalanche to follow up for a kill. Exorcism spent in TNC. Looks like they get to push for the first time this game.
Yeah, they'll look at the mid tower now.
Oh, the next assassin spotted as well. Make that another kill. Snipes Mavis' courier, and he actually finds Mavis himself. So yeah, this one he can definitely take down. 3 sets of unleash bursts to kill the DP. But there's a big gank squad on its way, Chris. Bok. Palos. Now you are playing outside of your comfort zone. BKB is up. Gets the damage out on this first unleash combo. Teleporting away, but it's not gonna go through. Chris will take down Marcy.
Finally, the Naga will have some space in the bottom lane, but still behind this Palos Marcy, who is not exactly the fastest farmer as well.
TP's into the top lane. They want to save Bok from trouble. He's already down a very low HP. Finally killed Carlo. There's Yahweh coming in as well. Got the full combo out. Will take down Shanks, but he's out of mana. Bob also does not have the coil, so they will let this Tiny take control over this tier 2 tower. He's pinging. Wants some backup. They're TPing in with Tino. He has the Gleipnir. But it's going to be a Song teleport away. Puck is not close enough with the illusory orb, so a bit late for the party. But TNC, seeing these moves, might just jump in top. Looking for Abeng. Bok going to be charging down, and Palos gets caught inside as well. He basically just jumped into the Starbreaker.
It's really getting to a point where at some point this Tiny will just stop being a threat.
Yeah. Well, it is Abeng to tank all of these ganks by the looks of it. And still living with 100 HP, but the next Crypt Swarm is going to be a bit too much, but the Siphon's already going to do the job.
Look in the triangle.
Shanks is on top of Chris, and here's Bob as well. And here comes the rest of the squad with Tino. Bok comes in with a stun. They've got the coil, still doesn't have to pop the song. The web's going to be there, and the Nature's Prophet down. Chris will get to live. They just needed Palos to be there, but he was a bit too far away. So Execration are going to miss out on this kill, and they have found Shanks. Did not teleport away right away, so he is going to fall to his death. Now Bob's going to be spotted. Yahweh, 2 seconds on the Blink Dagger.
With the Nature's Prophet, with the Nyx who already has a Blink, and he's primarily going to be looking for heroes. As I say that, Palos
will go for the fight against Chris, and is actually beating this Naga Siren almost to death here. Because TNC, they finally get the stun out. The BKB duration runs out from Palos. Yahweh coming in with the toss as well. They're going to be taking down Shanks. The Aegis is gone. Mavis is here. Bok going to go for the charge. Looking for the Nature's Prophet. Palos has respawned. Trying to look for the jump back in with the dispose. Tino going to get hit by the Starbreaker. And into the avalanche of Yahweh as well. This Tiny will finish off the Nature's Prophet as Abeng and Palos are trying to give chase, but Yahweh also kills off Bob. Gets smacked down in the lane by the Tiny. And now we're seeing a lot of red ramping up. That means TNC are been getting these kills going in their way. So it is a change of pace. Shanks spots Bok and spots Carlo. Bok will get to the Marcy. Palos again just gonna challenge the Dawnbreaker. You wanna fight me? I'll fight you back. Chasing him into the tree line. Dawnbreaker out of there with the Solar Guardian. And Carlo will fall. Shanks responded onto, and now they got the power of the Basher. Tino gets the last hit on Yahweh. Bob will get the coil to pop on Mavis with the Ghost Scepter. Bob getting soaked by this Death Prophet, but Palos again with the bash. Tino brings up the triple kill. Smoking up to find a kill. Execration. The smoke's going to expire right under an ops board, but they still get the catch onto the Tiny. Yahweh gonna get killed here, but the fissure is there from Carlo. Tino scouts him out immediately, but the blink comes out from Carlo just in time. In terms of when does this Marcy have his BKB on and when not, to prevent those unleashes from flying out, and both teams are smoked up. Execration going on the other side. Tino is going to be spotted in the lane, trying to scout over the ulti. It might bounce back. He's going to connect onto the Tiny. 2-man stun. 3 Execration heroes surrounding the Tiny right away, but the Exorcism's going to be there with the Solar Guardian from the Dawnbreaker. Not going to go through. Carlo also down, and they're going to catch Mavis as well. Make that the Naga maybe 2. Didn't even get to use that reel-in at all. Now they're chasing Chris into the tree line, and there we go with the stun from the next assassin.
Yeah, and they just all die to the Puck and the Marcy combined. It's way too much damage right now.
That Marcy AoE from the Unleash is also hurting Mavis a little bit there on the side. There's no BKBs, there's no Unleash. This could be a potential fight for them. Carlo looking for an angle. Oh, he could have actually just Blink Echo Slammed right away, but he goes for the Fissure instead. They pull back Tino in the middle. Look at Tino's damage. He's still doing a crazy amount of hits. He's already got a double kill for himself, and Bok's gonna have to run away. He does land the stun right on top of Tino, so he's not disengaging with the Solar Guardian. Now comes Bob. Round 2 engaged. Mavis coming in with the buyback as well. They're going to finish up the Dawnbreaker, and Naga once again surrounded by enemies. Snare's also on cooldown, but Chris just doesn't have the time to get the reel in. Still running away. Shanks looking for the angle. He's got himself that vendetta. He goes for the blink stun, catches the Naga Siren. Naga just getting popped here as Yahweh does throw in some trees to help him out, but Chris is gonna die anyway, and Mavis, who just bought back on the DP, that's gonna be another casualty of war. On to the next lane of racks they go. Paolo's already starting his work on this tier 3 tower.
We didn't even get to see the Naga utilize this Aghanim's one time still.
Not a single time, yeah. It's just
like
the BKB piercing ensnare, that's all.
Yeah, but not even that much. Like he BKB ensnared Marcy, but he was still able to right click him from the position of the net. So this one will be pretty rough now to deal with.
Does seem very difficult, especially with the Tiny. Even if he throws in all these trees, he just doesn't have anything to amplify them with. And Aegis Prophet is about to pop for the first time. Aegis is gonna go down. Palos will find the Tiny, and look at Tiny take a huge beating, getting tossed into the low ground. Bok flying into the air, tries to get a nimble move out, but it doesn't work out. Palos with his BKB will hammer the Dawnbreaker down to the ground, and the Tiny just bought back only to instantly die again. Execration cleaning house. Echo Slam to take down Tino. There's a song on the back line. They will keep them held in place for a little bit longer for the Naga to get away, but Palos continues to do work, and there's a 10-second cooldown left on Unleash, so Palos can just unleash hell once again. Bob on the back line with the coil onto the Naga Siren, manages to dodge the web, and they are on him right now, and another Unleash comes out from Palos. Chris is down. GG's called. Execration game number 1. It's in the bag.
Damn, what an explosive game from Execration.
And Execration taking the first game off of TNC Predator. Again, Mavis just forcing both of the heroes away with this battery assault. Does tank a reasonable amount of damage from the Soul Assumption, and that might be a kill right here. Oh, 10 HP. Just one more right click would have done the trick. Meanwhile, in bottom, they are diving against Palos, and Palos getting killed. Carlo will live from the cold feed from Abeng. Bok is also there. Clarity is running. He wants to break it, so he won't be able to cast any single spells, but now he's having to fight versus 2. Bushwhack from Carlo to secure the kill, and TNC up 3. DP falling in mid as well. Make it 4 in total for TNC. Tombstone used in bottom, but Paolo's in trouble. No jump. He's dead. Or is he? Is the stick enough? Acorn shot, zombies knowing, right click from Carlo just as it comes with cooldown. It is not enough for Palos to run away, and it's 6-0 TNC. And that's going to be the first kill for them. Bob with the Exorcism, Shanks with the Fissure to follow it up. They will take down the Clockwork. His farm's still pretty decent, even if he has died twice. And with the Chrono, Cold Feet on top of him, he will get a revenge kill, and much needed as well. There's no Clockwork, there's no Hoodwink.
And the thing about these Carlo getting so many of these kills, as you mentioned before.
Oh, they might get Chris in the top lane, sniped. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Tino with the Wraith Pack queued up as well. They'll probably be looking to fight on that timing.
Smokes popping instantly. Mavis walks into the Earthshaker. Sharpshooter with the Sunstrike. Quick history Shanks. Mavis will fall to Bob, and he pops the Haste Rune and will still apply pressure onto this Invoker. Not necessarily all the way into a kill, because there's a Flesh Skull and Bok coming into Tombstone down, but he's just gonna haste away.
But Carlo, maybe he catches him.
Carlo actually count. He did with the Bushwhack. Bob sucking away the life force off of the Hoodwink momentarily, and the haste has run out. Sunstrike on the money. And Palos is hunting for Chris in the top lane. Tino gonna get caught inside the Clockworks. Hogs. Bushwhack onto Carlo. He is everywhere. Palos is down. Tino gonna go dropping down as well, and it's just disastrous for Execration. Smoke on the edge. Hookshot's gonna be coming. Sunstrike should be on top of him as well. Where is it? There it is. It's a bit late, but it doesn't matter. They don't even need it.
I mean, I did mention if they pair up in this game, they are very strong, and they're showing it.
Bok is going to show himself in mid, and here comes Carlo once again. He'll hold the DP in place as Bok will fall. There's the Sunstrike. Carlo will just right-click him down. The Acorn shot is doing work with the Vessel. Bob is dead. Carlo on the run away. He's on a godlike spree as a support. They're going to catch Abeng as well. He doesn't have the Ice Blast anymore. It's already been expended. Mavis in there. Dino is going to be there as well, helping out Palos, who's battling against the Morphing on Chris. And a lot of zombies. There's a lot of zombies showing exactly where they are. The Tombstone weren't able to take it down. There's a Shaker being hunted in the bottom lane as Carlo and Bok are making moves, and here is Palos. Echo Slam is on top. There we go with the Chrono, but he can't quite get to Undying, so he's going to focus on the Hoodwink first, but the hook shot coming in as well from Mavis. There's the jump. They've got the AA Blast. Bok is dropping Flesh Golem for nothing. Kriz trying to kill off the Faceless Void. He cannot jump away. Mavis dying to the tower, and Kriz, he will make sure that this DP will be forced away. But AA being chased, and here comes Bob. Oh, got a lot of agility on this Morphling. Gotta be careful, he is regenerating quite a lot here as well. That exorcism's still there, and here comes Tino. They're just tipping the man. Like, what are you doing on our side of the map? Davis is super aggressive with his positioning here. He's gonna scout a lot of information, and he finds Bob. He's got the cogs, and there we go. Grace is in there as well. The Sunstrike yet again, not needed. Bushwhack misses from Carlo. Now it makes it sound like it's completely unheard of. They've got themselves the Fissure on 2. Mavis is getting slowed down, but the birds are going to be landing down to the ground. The AA Blast is on its way, and it misses Mavis. Let's go for these hookshot steals. Abeng is in between. He's right in between. Shanks is on the other side, and off we go. Here we go. He snatches it. He scores the home run, but he will die for it. Meanwhile, in bottom, they've just killed off Yahweh. And that comes with the Chronosphere being used by Paolo.
He can maybe even solo kill him. With the vessel?
Yes, he can. And a repeat of the voice line. So this is a kind of a theory. Never mind. We'll get back to theory in a bit, as this Morphling is just going to blow up. The Ice Blast take damage should be more than enough to take down Kriz. One more, two more. Yes, there we have it. And as they go for the hook shot onto the back lines, they're going to be taking down Shanks with the Sunstrike from Yahweh. Palos chasing the Undying, turns around with the BKB, and now they're going to focus the Tombstone down. Just put Alacrity on Undying. Interesting target to start smacking right clicks, but might as well. Abeng will take down Mavis, and Carlo is slowly melting to Bob. Execration, they're scoring victories one after the other, as Bok is now being trapped by Palos. But where your bashes? Don't need them bashes. I got a Maelstrom, I'll shock you to death. Just down to how they start. Well, killing Tino would be a great beginning. Starts off with the Bushwhack. Got the Sharpshooter, Hookshot, Sunstrike, and the zombies, but he is healing. He's got that shard. Ice Blast onto Yahweh, and the Deafening Blast on the Meatball will finish him off. Apollo's gonna land the Chrono, both on the Hoodwink and the Invoker. They can't interrupt him, and now with the BKB popped, he's completely drained out of mana. Doesn't matter, gonna go hammering onto Bok as Carlo is dead. Bob will finish off Bok, and now the rest of them just running away. The Morphling doesn't even want to take part in this fight. They see Bob. Bob is basically the big bait here. Shanks also in the river. Good hook shot here. Gonna be catching the Shaker, but he's force-snapped out right away, and he got it own as well. Moving to safety, Tino here. Silences the Grave, still flying around in the air. He's got the Morphling. He's gonna get trapped. The stun comes out from Shanks as well. Then here comes Palos onto the side. The Clockwork's about to drop. Bok is there as well, but the BKB pop. The Chrono gonna be catching both the supports. They've got the Hoodwink, they've got the Clockwork, and they're gonna be even dropping the Ice Blast on top of Yahweh. Kriz is there for the Fissure, but he is pretty big in trouble right now, as Execration will just continue the chase to the Morphling. Yahweh is already moving to the top lane, but Execration, they're relentless with the chase. Morph is on the cliff, and when do they realize the bird's gonna be there? And there you have it. Morphling has been taken down. Great to take down one lane of Rax, and that's that tier 3 tower falls. They do get themselves another glyph. The hook shot on the backline. Mavis does have to fire the jetpack for himself, so he's flying in the air. Move himself around Palos with BKB still off of cooldown. He could use it. Yahweh trying to find a kill. They will take down the Ancient Apparition. Execration, they don't have to take this fight, so they'll just leave Abeng behind. Mavis goes in very optimistically here, and will trap Tino for a moment. Tino does get to the low ground. Shanks will snipe him with the Enchant Totem. Here comes another nice play with the Force Snap, pushing the Morphling away. And here comes Palos with the BKB. 23 seconds for the Chrono. Gonna go for the fight to take down Carlo. Here comes Bob as well to the sideline. Gonna be looking for the Invoker. Yoba's gonna be pulling as well. He doesn't get the TP home. Now Chris gonna be fighting 1 versus 1 against the Palos. Void, and then it's the DP as well, but the silence is there. The Echo Slam to follow it up, and that's a team wipe.
I want to commend Tino on the great positioning there. He was scouting the clock,
Oh, Carlo.
He said it.
Oh, the bets are being placed. It's not just gauntlet draws this time.
The actual 1v1.
The actual 1v1 anytime. They might get the jump on the backline. Bob is being protected by the Lincolns from Palos. BKB from Bok has to play the bait game. He's got Tino on the side. And now they found the initiation onto Palos. Palos dropping low. He's got the Aegis, but he's going to be able to jump in and get the scare, at least for the time being. Mavis is already taken down, and Tino able to get out with the Ogre Steel Totem. Continuing with the push, with the Clockwork down, Exorcism. Still up. Now actually just manages to run out. There is a backline attempt onto Bob with the Morphling and the Invoker. There's a gauntlet that has been thrown in, but he declines the challenge. No way he's not going to take this one now, knowing what the situation of the game is. And here's the Invoker getting chrono by Palos. He wants to smack him down. He's giving the laugh in chat. It has turned into a bit of a brawl, but hey, GG's called. And Execration, this is a clean day for them.
Yeah, they clean up TNC and